The loss of legendary actor Gene Hackman has rippled through the Hollywood community after the two-time Oscar winner was found dead at 95 alongside his wife, Betsy Arakawa, at their home in Santa Fe, New Mexico on Wednesday. Hackman, a five-time Academy Award nominee whose filmography includes such acclaimed titles as The French Connection and Unforgiven, worked with countless stars and directors across his decades-long career. In the wake of his death, many were quick to pay tribute to the actor while reflecting on his life and legacy. Francis Ford Coppola, who directed Hackman in the conversation, shared an old photo of the two of them to Instagram. The loss of a great artist always calls for both mourning and celebration, he captioned the post. Gene Hackman, a great actor, inspiring and magnificent in his work and complexity. I mourn his loss and celebrate his existence and contribution. Hackman starred as surveillance expert Harry Call in Coppola's 1974 neo-noir thriller. The film arrived to immediate acclaim upon its premiere at the Cannes Film Festival, where it won the Palme d'Or. It went on to receive 3 nominations at the 47 Academy Awards for Best Picture, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Sound. Clint Eastwood, who directed and starred alongside Hackman in Unforgiven, remembered the actor in a statement shared with Entertainment Weekly. There was no finer actor than Gene, Eastwood said. Intense and instinctive. Never a false note. He was also a dear friend whom I will miss very much. Saul Rubinek, Eastwood and Hackman's co-star in the 1992 Western, also paid tribute. I was lucky enough to spend a few days acting with Gene in Unforgiven. I remember this. The huge Duck of Death jail scene with him and me and Richard Harris was an interior weather cover scene, scheduled at the last minute because of rain, Rubinek recalled on social media. His sheriff, Little Bill, had the lion's share of the lines, and Clint liked to shoot the rehearsals. Man, when you were acting with Gene in a situation like that, and on the other side of me was a dangerous presence of the outrageous Richard Harris. I had to be there. I had to show up. He continued, Gene set the bar so high, without me noticing he was doing that at all. He made it easy. The scene you see in the movie was that filmed rehearsal. The first time we did it, I'll never forget the gift of breathing that shared air. We lost a great artist, but we can visit him forever. Hackman won his second Oscar for Unforgiven, after scoring his first with The French Connection. Unforgiven also won Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Film Editing. Nathan Lane, who co-starred with Hackman in one of the biggest hits of his later career, The Birdcage, reflected fondly on their time working together. Gene Hackman was my favorite actor, as I think I told him every day we worked together on The Birdcage. Lane said in a statement obtained by EW, getting to watch him up close, it was easy to see why he was one of our greatest. You could never catch him acting. Simple and true, thoughtful and soulful, with just a hint of danger. He continued, he was as brilliant in comedy as he was in drama, and thankfully his film legacy will live on forever. It was a tremendous privilege to get to share the screen with him, and remains one of my fondest memories. Rest in peace. Mr. Hackman, also starring Robin Williams and Diane Wiest. The groundbreaking comedy about a gay couple whose son marries a conservative senator's daughter was a critical and commercial success. Comedian Hank Azaria, who played a supporting role in The Birdcage, also paid tribute to Hackman, while quoting the film's EGOT-winning director, the late Mike Nichols. It was an honor and an education working with Gene Hackman, Azaria wrote on social media. Mike Nichols said of his genius character acting, he always brought just enough of a different part of the real Gene to each role he played. Sending all my love to his family and friends. Morgan Freeman, who starred alongside Hackman in Unforgiven and 2000 Suspicion, honored the actor with his own post, writing, one of the personal highlights of my career was bringing the French film Garde à Vue, Under Suspicion, to life with the incredibly gifted Gene Hackman. And of course, Unforgiven. Rest in peace, my friend. In a joint post, Freeman's longtime producing partner Laurie McCreary added, I was incredibly fortunate to witness Gene's grace and generosity firsthand. He would often take me aside to share invaluable insights on my role as producer, lessons I still use to this day. R.I.P. Gene. You'll be missed but always remembered. On Instagram, Gwyneth Paltrow shared a photo of herself beside Hackman and Luke Wilson, from their 2001 movie, The Royal Tenenbaums. She captioned the throwback photo with a broken heart emoji. Their co-star Bill Murray, who portrayed neurologist Raleigh St. Clair, the husband of Paltrow's Margot Tenenbaum, reacted to the loss of Hackman while filming an upcoming interview on the Drew Barrymore show. He noted that Hackman made it obvious that he really didn't enjoy being there. "I sympathize with Gene because to him, director Wes Anderson was just a punk kid and Gene's made some of the greatest American movies," Murray said. So he was a little irritable. But he had to work with children and dogs. Actor Kumar Paulana, who was an absolute mystery to all of us anyway. They put him in very challenging positions to work, and so he just felt a lot of responsibility and kept thinking, what am I doing here with these people? Still, he said, Hackman's performance as a Tenenbaum patriarch was brilliant. Michael Rosenbaum, who played Lex Luthor on Smallville, 2 decades after Hackman did so in 1978's Superman and its sequel Superman 2, shared a photo of an autograph he received from Hackman, which snarkily read, "To the second best Lex Luthor. Love, Gene Hackman." Rosenbaum captioned the post in Hackman's honor, writing, "To my favorite Lex Luthor and one of the all-time greatest actors ever, RIP." Valerie Perrine, who starred as Hackman's love interest Eve Teschmacher in 2 Superman films, called him a genius in her social media tribute. Recalling that he briefly talked boxing with Hackman, Krumholtz continued, "He was tough. He was amazing. He flew away in his helicopter back to L.A. It was still daylight. Unbelievable. Larger than life in every way. Hackman, his wife, and one of their 3 dogs were found dead at their home in the Santa Fe Summit gated community. The cause of death has not yet been determined. Authorities said foul play is not suspected as a factor in the deaths at this time, but there is an active and ongoing investigation by the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office.